Hey, here we did it.
I have something in my mouth. Hold on. What
Lacey just
up?
has to take her drugs real quick.
You're not. I got an addiction to supplements.
Lacey just has to chow down on some turmeric real quick.
I can't afford that. Listen, I begged my psychiatrist to prescribe me vitamin D.
First things first, as per usual. How's the old arm?
It's a lot better. Still predicting the weather. It does get a very deep ache before it's about to rain, but I think that's normal. And there's like a weird numb spot that I'm pretty sure is forever. And like it's like my grip is weak, but overall, fucking I can live with that, you know?
Yeah.
And after I got hit by the car, the thing is it was like a delayed response to that. And I know it takes like bruising a couple days. But holy shit, that actually, what I thought didn't hurt much, really hurt. This whole side of my body looks like I got hit by a car. Well, but that's fine. It was just a bruise.
You're here.
I know
you're
the difference
alive.
Between a bruise and a
you
break.
You can use your hand to do this real quick for me.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel. It's not fun. It doesn't feel good.
But you're completely capable.
Yes, I've always been capable.
Lacey's arm is significantly better.
Oh, I did get hurt again. Okay.
She got hit by a car a little bit.
I got hit by a car, but I jumped on the car because I knew it was coming, and it was
Wait,
fine.
did you get hurt again?
No,
okay.
No, I've been lying in bed depressed. I haven't moved in weeks. No, I only got hurt when I was, getting ready for the X Games, and then when I was walking because I got a fitness watch, and it was making me feel guilty. And it was like, move. And I was like, all right. So I started going on walks. And now I'm like, what a waste of money, you know? Because now it's just like another thing on my back telling me to move my arms. But it counts if you brush your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm doing okay with that too. Like, if anyone wants to do a fitness challenge with me to see who brushes their teeth more, find me.
Dude, I brush my teeth so much.
Congratulations.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and just introduce. We have a special guest this evening. Welcome the somewhere between 5th and 10th apostle, Mr. Erik Germ.
Hello. Thank you.
You ready?
Wow, I've graduated to apostle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a really open spot. Anyone could kind of get in if they care.
Let me count them. Let me try and count them. We got Even Better Michael, aka Young Seven.
Xanthar's still in tryout stage.
Xanthar isn't an official apostle.
Fitz.
Zoe and Fitz are probably.
They're gonna be my roommates, so they're apostles.
Corina is the silent apostle.
Oh yeah, Corina, the one that just took Molly and smiled. Yeah, okay, that's her. I don't think she counts yet. Not until I get a word out of her.
I like calling her the silent
like the
apostle.
Buddha? Okay, yeah, all right. Danielle was on one, but
and
that was more of my non-existent OnlyFans release party. I feel
so Erik is the 5th apostle.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You've really done it. And we're not ranking them in order of our... No, we had Kris Cox on here. Sorry, we don't want to forget some of the faves. Kris might take it because he's given us the most lore.
He helped a lot, for sure.
Yeah, Kris is our number one.
He might even be more like whatever is the next step above an apostle.
Like an executive apostle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kris Cox, if you're out there watching this...
Executive apostle.
You're getting close to God.
All right, Erik. What we want to start with is just ask you what are your experiences with religion? How can we do better? Mostly how we can do better, because that's we want this.
I think
this should be the perfect religion.
I'm killing it.
I think we are. I think we're doing very well.
In your other religion, let me ask this, because we were clearly raised with no gods, no masters,
non-secular.
If you will. I was gonna say no gods, no masters, but
I always because I think the word secular sounds weirdly sexual, and so I like non-secular.
I kind of have been thinking about this lately, like how did my parents explain anything to me? And just they didn't. They just talked about Matlock.
We went to church all the time.
What's all the time?
Well, Sundays, but like every.
Oh
Sunday.
God, feels like a lot. I know.
It is a lot.
It's so much.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're getting questions about if we're vengeful gods, and I feel like we've gone over this, and we were like pro vengeance for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
yeah.
like revenge is an important part of the
How do
world.
I mean, I feel like as far as I can tell, you should know, Eric. It's like a number one, marker in all the religions, right?
Like, you ever see that scene in A Bronx Tale
blood
with the bikers?
Yeah.
Where the bikers show up, and then he goes in and he's like, "Hey, you guys be cool, all right?" And then he goes to leave, and they're being not cool, and then he's like, "Well, now you can't leave," and just beats the absolute living shit out of them.
I kind of zoned out. Does anyone know where I can stream Apocalypto? I've been trying to watch Apocalypto lately.
Did you watch?
Isn't that about a god that's vengeful? I mean, theoretically.
I have no idea. I've never seen Apocalypse.
You gotta watch the Passion of the Christ, the prequel, before, or else you won't
Okay.
understand what's going on.
Yeah. Hit me with it. Because, like I said, the only thing I know really about other religions are, and I'm not even joking, is from, I think it's the NBC show Lucifer, where the devil takes a vacation to LA to help solve murders, and
as you do.
Yeah, and the other one, which is Saving Grace, and apparently that's about another alcoholic cop whose angel quit, but he did like hot dogs.
Wow. Alcohol is part of it, but hot dogs are not.
Hot dogs are not. Okay.
Alcohol is part of religion. Oh yeah, that's the whole. Alcohol is the blood, right?
Yeah.
Jesus bleeds vodka.
Ooh, what do we bleed?
Right.
I want to bleed something better than vodka and
I think it's wine.
I want to bleed something more.
Is it a specific kind of wine?
I only tried it once. The bad kids. So the bad kids.
Ooh, you a bad kid?
I wasn't, but I was an altar server, and there were other altar servers who were bad kids, and they knew. It's not even that they knew where they kept the wine; it was just under the sink in the back.
And you were like, "Guys, no, someone's coming! Hurry!"
I tasted it, but I didn't initiate it.
Wait,
they had it in a little.
Do you not have to drink it? I thought you were supposed to drink it every Sunday.
Our church didn't. The kids didn't. You were only allowed to get the little cracker.
Oh.
And then
that was the only cool part of Catholicism, as far as I'm concerned.
8th grade, I think you were allowed to drink it. Like once
you think that's the only cool part about it? You don't think the idea of having where they have the patron saint of? Because I'm really into the idea of patron saints of.
Patron saints are dope.
They're tight, dude. We need a few patron saints.
I
think all of you guys on Twitch should be patron saints. Everyone pick your own. What do you want to be the patron saint of? That's what you are.
Because patron saints get their own stained glass windows.
Absolutely. And charms that hitchhikers carry around with them. Mm-hmm. Think about that. Mm-hmm. I'm the patron saint of... Oh, I really need to think about this. I don't want to fuck this up. I need this one to be good.
Okay. While you're doing that, Eric, tell me... Give me, some background. What is your history with religion?
I'll give you the 10,000-foot view. My mom was not super crazy religious, but religious enough. She worked at my grade school. I went to 12 years of Catholic school.
That's a lot.
Went to church all 12 of those years. And the schools, they taught, they had a couple of classes just dedicated to religion. So it's Roman Catholic.
Can I
follow the Bible?
So wait, they had a couple of classes dedicated to just religion. I want to know what they got rid of to make room. Was it pottery?
No, it was art was once a month. They had a Friday dedicated to art, but otherwise there was no big art class.
Yeah, artists were Fridays.
Yeah,
I agree.
A fun time activity.
Yeah.
And Fridays.
Thank God it's Friday, and I got my Crayola crayons out. You know what I mean? Thank God it's Friday, and I can take my trip to Michael's with coupons.
Do you remember having the art box? Did you guys have art boxes?
You have no idea.
Pencil
sharpeners. No idea.
I'm not sure what an art box is.
I got an entire art supply store in my house. I'm a big dreamer. Every time I see something, I'm like, I can make that. I can make that. And it's just more like I'm hoarding. But I have high end. I got prismacolor colored pencils up the wazoo, okay?
Snaz.
Like, yeah.
Big time snaz.
I have
Mint in box.
I even thought I was gonna get into like that shit where you push like gross fabric into balls and you make felt things.
Oh, I have
wood burners, baby.
I have done that before.
I'm about to make everyone a medallion. Oh, speaking of, I'm moving right now, and I really want to make people medallions. I'm not even joking. I was thinking about this hard. Like yesterday, I was like,
how do you make a medallion? Actually melt and forge?
Oh, I burn the wood. And then I say, I got this off of the pickup artist again, because he was like,
wooden crossbones medallions.
You just don't have the spark in you to pick up ladies. You do not get a medallion tonight. And I just thought it'd be fun if I had like a case that I could open and I could give to people, and I'd be like, thank you for your valor and service. And it's just my medallions that I'm giving out. Oh, look at that. You're looking handsome.
Mm-hmm.
You know I am.
That's my wife Borat voice.
I never saw anyone.
No way.
There you go.
I'll never get married.
You what?
Oh, you wanted to talk about something tonight, right?
Yes, I kind of want to save it
so
for
much
the end.
Okay, can I go?
Yes, Lacey.
I've been waiting.
You can absolutely.
I'm not
go.
even joking. I stayed up till 7 a.m. last night getting excited to talk about this. Anyone that was tuned in last week, do you guys remember that psychic that got crazy on me, the spam psychic?
Mm-hmm.
No, probably not. Don't worry, I'll go through it.
I'll be the audience. I'll be the audience surrogate since I was there.
Yeah, you remember.
If people don't remember, they weren't listening, because it was at least 20 minutes of the episode. We were going back and forth.
The Bible of your religion is going to have a good 2 to 3 pages dedicated just to the email psychic.
To Kris the psychic.
His name's Kris. Like, we're supposed to know who he is. Okay, I'll play.
Wait, before you start, Kris is not an apostle, but would he be a patron saint?
Oh God, absolutely not. Wait till you start hearing what he's like. Every dude who goes on one date with the girl and then stands outside of her house screaming, "Why don't you love me?" He's my worst nightmare in a human being. But I'm loving this spam relationship I have. I've been trying to pin him against the other psychics by being like, listen, I don't know how I got on this mailing list. It's in my like spam email, so I'm fine with it. But I'm trying to pin him against the other ones and being like, yeah, Kris, well, this other psychic said this, so I don't know.
Well, and Deborah told me.
I haven't paid a dime if anyone's worried.
Are you trying to start a war in the psychic underground?
I kind of am, actually. Well, they're all vying for my potential. Okay, let me show a picture of Kris. Again.
Is that Kris? I don't think I saw Kris last week.
Let's see if I can touch it. No, not gonna. Oh, it's just like a faceless man. Right
if you can,
somebody take a screenshot.
Send you the picture.
You should make merch. You should make a shirt.
Oh my God,
or like
I would
something
love this. Okay.
Where you take a picture of that and then you draw your own Kris face.
Oh my God! Apparently he's extraordinary. I'm doing it right now, Clance. I'm sending it to your messages.
Also, I wonder if I just Google Kris the psychic if he'll come up.
I mean,
I don't think that's going to work.
I don't know. Apparently he's extraordinary, and I should know him. I sent it to you.
Wait, psychic medium Kris McBrien?
No, just Kris, parapsychologist, astrologer, psychic medium, and real soy boy. No, he's just he's fucking awful.
Oh, that would be great if his.
Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. I am going to. I promise you guys, paraphrase, because there's no way I can go through this, but I just want you guys to get the gist of what I've been doing all week, besides healing emotionally. Okay, it starts out with, my dear Lacey, it was a great pleasure to get to know you. I couldn't answer you immediately. He's playing coy, blah, blah, blah. It's going to take a few hours, blah, blah, blah. And then he says he's not going to hide it from me, but he did have an instantaneous vision after my request. By the way, I never requested anything, so this is very important for everyone to know. And he says, like, so I'm going to put your work ahead of others. I'm going to do, obviously this is spam, but you guys are going to see how this takes a different thing. And by the way, I looked this up to see if he was sending these types of emails to other people, and there are threads about him. but no one mentioned what I was mentioning, and this should be mentioned. So I do now believe I might be special, which is all that really matters. He made me a talesman. Yeah. He made me a talesman. You can download it. He tells me to put it under my pillow and that it will allow him to communicate with me.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
I think that guy starred in Friday the 13th Part 3. Not even joking. He looks like the lead dude. I think his name was Kris.
I mean, he told me to print out the tails and put it under my pillow so he can communicate more with me. Now you're gonna see how he handles my lack of communication.
I don't think he told us he was a parapsychologist. That's ghost.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to talk to ghouls, like get a hold of this guy. Look at his eye.
You know I do.
Yeah, everyone.
I just noticed that the word parapsychologist looks insane because of the P in psychologist.
Yeah.
It looks like parapsychologist.
It looks like he's rapping. Yeah.
Is that
I would
just
love
a
to see
picture
him
of
rapping.
Christopher Reeves?
He's amazing.
He does look a little bit like Christopher Reeves.
In the next one, he sends me a video, which is and he says, "Did you watch the video I recorded specifically for you?" And the one I sent you in my last email, this video is very important for you. And then he sends it and he says,
is it like, "Good afternoon, Lacey"?
Yes, exactly. But it's his face. It's exactly like that, though. And he's like, "As I told you, there's a deep spiritual connection between us. So it's normal for me to ask myself, why has Lacey not requested my great psychic reading? I believe I showed you all the concern and affection I had for you, and I offered you an exceptional reduction, blah, blah, blah."
Exceptional reduction?
Yeah. Well, he starts literally offering it to me for free and then screaming at me. I'll get to this. "I have many things yet to reveal, blah, 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 futures. It's regrettable because you could improve your whole life if you just let this guy talk to me, blah, blah, blah." Normal fucking psychic shit. But then he goes on to say he's passionate about my case and that I have a lot of potential. This is all normal, right? We're like in like the normal area.
I think this is the hook email that
yeah.
can pull you in.
"P.S. Don't forget to place your astral talisman. As I indicated in my last email, it will help favor our telepathic connection. This is very important because the events that occur in the coming days, blah, blah, blah." All right, we're all sounding kind of like legit normal, like spammy, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a turn. This
is dude.
What?
Apparently, there's a testimonial section on his website that K to the IO found.
Holy shit. Wait. Okay, you guys, I will read faster. So you guys, at one point he threatens to kill himself. I'm not even fucking. This goes insane. It's authentically the craziest. And this is like so quick. Okay, Clance, I'm going to send you some of these. I'll forward you some of these emails. Oh my God, it's insane. It's like he sounds like every person that's ever been rejected.
Can you write a testimonial that's just unsubscribe?
And is an incel. He's got hella incel vibes, this old man. Okay. And then he starts out with, "My dear Lacey, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd never do that. Since yesterday, I've thought about it over and over, and I've come to the conclusion that despite all my efforts to help you, you still don't trust me. That makes me sad." And then he says, "Will you please watch my video? You know better than some how it feels to really care about someone, and this person doesn't trust you. It makes you feel awful, and that's how you're making me feel right now. I strongly believe that trust is earned and not trust is given. So I was thinking, what could I do to encourage you?" And he offers me more free shit. And he said, "Today, once again, faced with your silence, I've decided to trust you. Honestly, that's the only way you'll learn how to trust me back." And then he pitches some shit, and he says, blah, blah, blah. "I'm trusting you, and I'm sure you're not going to make me use every psychic gifts and energy for nothing, even if I cut the donation in half." All right, we're still on the like somewhat same level of this. This escalates quick. Next message. "My dear Lacey, what's happening? I confess I don't understand your silence. Put yourself in my place for a moment. I wrote to tell you that I'm offering a priceless gift. I wrote once again to remind you and act quickly. And in return, what do I get?" And then in all caps, "Nothing. No news from you. You must admit this is hard for me to understand. My dear Lacey, my pride is hurt, but it's not about that. I gave up acting like that a long time ago." Which is also really funny.
You should feel pretty shitty right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He just pulls out all the stops. "You know what hurts me the most?" He says this. "What hurts me the most is everything I could have done to ensure that you finally achieve a life that's fulfilling and your hopes and dreams. And I was wondering to myself, Kris, were you so unclear that Lacey didn't understand the main issue? My dear Lacey, I am telling you, and I solemnly repeat, I have the answers. Your life isn't easy. In all caps, I have seen it. In all caps, I saw those people who ruined your life. I saw your money problems. This is all caps. I saw your loneliness. I saw your emotional disappointments. I saw your weariness and stress. I saw your anxiety about the future. But Lacey, if I'm not the one to say stop the misery, who will say it to you? Literally everyone I know, by the way, is constantly like, Lacey,
also,
stop.
He just threw the most vague problems at the wall, hoping that one of them would stick, because it's the most like basic ass problems. It's like
He
worries
nailed it.
about the future, money.
I feel like he
It's
nailed it, though.
Oh my God! How did he know that I suffer from these things?
Yeah, it's true. Everybody,
but like,
everybody worries about the
nailed
future.
it. But like,
Everybody's having trouble with money right
but to be
now.
fair, he's the only one to say stop the misery, stop it right now.
He's also essentially like, after all I've done, you won't even answer me. I did the bare minimum. I sent an email.
Oh, I
sent
two.
two.
I cold emailed you.
And he's like, if people
I
want
copied this text and I pasted it over here. I even changed the name.
I told you Deborah gave me money for it.
then he just, in all caps, starts the next paragraph with, that's enough. Do you remember, my friend, what I promised you? I promised to reveal the greatest of all my secrets, a secret which would allow you to do the things at the right time, on the right day, and to finally achieve success in your life. Do you think I spent 25 years of my life studying the most difficult texts, helped by the greatest scholars, to have to tell myself today, Kris, you can make Lacey happy, but Lacey doesn't want to hear you. You're breaking my heart, Lacey.
Tearing me apart.
And it's exactly what I thought. And he looks like Tommy Wiseau. Totally had that thought. And then, what can I do to convince you? Blah, blah, blah. Then he says, I'm highly sensitive and sensible, and so it doesn't make any sense. And then he says, this is like, these emails go on and on and on, and other people don't get them like that. He says his life isn't easy, psychic work is hard, and he'll do what he has to do, blah, blah, blah. He gives me qualifications. Next email. Started with, I want to apologize.
How many emails is this now? Which one are you starting on? Is this 5?
I only am going back like 3 days. This has been going on for a minute. It's very funny. I get like 5 a day. They're very funny.
Yikes.
This next email is like, you know what? It's literally titled, I want to apologize.
Good.
My dear Lacey, I may have gotten a little carried away in my last email. Forgive me. I'm like that when I appreciate someone. I overreact when I know I can help them. It's like, he's great. He really getting me with this. He's
Flattery
like, when
will
I can
get
help
you
them
everywhere
and achieve everything, and they don't want, and I get no news for them. Since my last email, I've searched for the reasons for your silence. I wanted to know why you had not responded to my exceptional offer, and finally it dawned on me. It was not indifference. No. I understood, Lacey. It was about money. Yeah, this is when he starts offering it to me for free. This man lies to himself better than anyone, even if this isn't like clearly spam, if this was just a human being. This is a crazy amount of lies. And then he said he feels like a fool, he was wrong, and he humbly acknowledges it. And then he puts the great Kris in quotations to shit on himself.
Wait, he says the great Kris? I thought it was the extraordinary Kris.
Yeah, he says great. And then, frankly, I felt like a fool. Well, I thought the, quote, great Kris, who makes headlines and is on radio and TV, is mistaken. Well, yes, Lacey, I was wrong, and I humbly acknowledge this. And then he says some more things about me, and he says, if your silence upsets me, it wasn't for me, it was for you. And then he basically says a bunch of things, and he's grateful to have me in his life. And my only goal now is to make me happy. He says this. Sure. And I don't want any money problem to prevent that. This is the last chance I'll have to change. It's not. Okay, I'm going to go through skimming in these because they get crazy. And then this is the next one where he's really sad. Sometimes I feel totally helpless and disappointed. You might be wondering why. Simply because I cannot make people happy against their will. Let me explain. Although I wish with all of my heart that I could take action, he goes on and on about how I'm not paying attention. But this part where he absolutely shits on me is my favorite.
I found his Pinterest.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh yes. Oh, this guy's amazing. Okay, wait. I want to
It's
find
on
the one where he
Discord.
says,
Tig.
"What can I conclude from your silence? That you have no awareness of your own situation." And then he says, "I accept that you are approaching your days without any knowledge, and I can let you miss out, blah, blah, blah. Will you confess that my repeated messages in the video I recorded for you remain indifferent for you?" And it's like, you're telling me that meant nothing to you? And then, yet, God knows you need to change more than anyone. He straight up says that.
Wow.
Yeah, he negs me.
Oh,
This
here
is
we
some
go.
gaslighting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You will understand, Lacey, ? If I get carried away, if I get angry, it's because I know you're worth the trouble. I do not want to give up on helping you. Quite the contrary. And then he goes on and says, so I will go the last mile again, da-da-da-da-da, and show you how great our friendship is. My final offer at no cost at all, blah, blah, blah. And he goes on. And then I'm going to skim because this gets crazier. My dear Lacey, I have expected a positive answer from you and nothing, still no response. And then he yells at me again and says, I'm responsible for my own problems, threatens to curse me.
Which means he already did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't threaten something like that without.
Here's
Really?
He's taking the talesman back.
Here's some testimonials. Good evening, my dear Kris. I don't know how to thank you for all the work you have done for me. Really, thank you again, because all you wrote to me is true. You almost saw everything in my life.
Wow, I hope that's
Theodora.
not true.
What if it said like Kris, but then crossed out and said Theodora?
Dear Kris, I want to thank you for your understanding. I want to thank you too for the time and energy that you spent. Yeah.
Why am I the only one he's abusing?
These truly read like, literally just. Wait.
So you said this gets more fuckt up. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, it does. He ends this one with, I'm very busy and I need to go. Like he does what is called a false time restraint in the pickup artistry. He's following the pickup artist playbook piece by piece, by the way.
He's killing it.
Can I
And
tell
he's
you
like, I
something?
would love to have you, but I gotta go. And then yada, yada,
Where's
yada.
he going?
And, yeah, where's he going? There's more. I'm going to skip to it. Oh, this one's funny. It says, my dear Lacey, are you all right? I'm actually worried. I'd really like to hear from you just to know you're okay. And then you get the idea where he says that. He's like, I went from anger to just concern. There's no way you wouldn't accept my 3 days of light gift, whatever. And he goes on.
Wait, what was the 3 days of light gift?
Oh, that's what he's been trying to tell me I need, that I'm running out of time to have light for 3 days. He's like,
how many days? Wait, how many days ago was this?
He's offering me the keys to my destiny and to finally enjoy my dream life, and I'm just skimming it, you know? I'm like, whatever. He said that I am getting pulled down with other emotional traps in my life, and that everyone around me has made me fail, and that all the betrayals and lies and all these people who left you and ruined your life, I'm reading it verbatim, your moral and even your health. Why? Because you could have taken control of your destiny. So basically he's like, you know what? You brought it on yourself, bitch. And then he said, you made decisions that certainly compromised your future and you regret today. And then he's like, and then he offers me some things and he says the silence and he says, forgive me if I'm getting a little aggressive. And then he threatens to curse me again. Then says he has confidence in me. I'll get to the last one, which is where he sounds like he's about to kill himself.
I was trying to paste into the chat and I accidentally clicked.
It's so funny. Okay.
The inspect button.
This one is titled, I've had enough.
Me too, Kris.
This is, yeah. I apologize if I sound
dude,
frustrated.
This is 15 minutes long.
Yeah,
What?
so I searched
don't
his name on YouTube. I found a video, 15 minutes and 54 seconds. The Extraordinary Kris. Is he legit?
Is he legit?
He might not be
Then-
alive. Let me finish this and then I'll stop. You guys
then
are going to
there's a
want to hear
part
the end
two.
of this.
And a
This is
part
just-
3
no.
and a part 4, which is
Four.
24 minutes long. This is a
I've been
total of
putting
like
him against another psychic named Dawn. I've been saying, well, Dawn's been telling me something different. You know,
Part 3 is only 8 minutes long.
there's a whole series of somebody trying to like get to the bottom of Kris on
I
YouTube.
love him. He's great, but he might be dead because he literally almost sent me what I think sounds like a suicide note. It's I've had enough, Lacey, is the title of the email. I apologize if I sound frustrated, Lacey. I've had a tough decision to make during the last couple of days. So that should put into context, this has been happening over a couple of days. I don't know where I will be in the next few weeks, but today may be the last time we get to talk. If I disappear, I want you to know what happened. So I left an important message for you. And then he says, "It's been a pleasure, my dear. It's been a pleasure." And that's the last email I got from the great Kris. But he's not
When
done.
was that? No, he'll be back.
That was yesterday, last night.
Oh, yeah.
He'll come in
I
guns
gotta have
blazing.
some right now. You know
That
what I mean?
just happened.
You're
But
gonna
like,
get an email with the subject, "Guess who's back?"
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Did you miss me?
yeah. I'm excited. Anyways, this is the closest thing I have to a relationship.
It's
Fucking Kris. Thirsty
is
Kris.
he legit? I'm gonna watch that whole
Dude,
series.
I'm
Scoured.
saying you guys should watch the whole series.
I will.
I'll send
scoured
you the
internet
link.
for like anyone that they're like, hey, remember that part of the spam email where he verbally abused you and threatened to kill himself? And it's like, I feel like I'm the only one, which actually makes me feel special. You know?
46,000 people watched the "Is he legit" video.
So this is like a collective hour and a half of just shitting on the extraordinary.
The first one
Kris.
is 16 minutes long. The second one is 33 minutes long.
The third one is
The
8.
last one is 25 minutes long. And then there's a 9-minute one.
He eventually offered me stuff for
Almost
free,
2
but
hours
I still won't
of-
click it because I don't trust him. You know what I mean?
You
He was
guys
writing that third
You guys
email.
should
but I'm
have
not trusting him.
Splash Dance on.
Yeah, we'll reach out to Splash Chance. I'll have my people reach out to his people.
Yeah.
Guys, he's gone. I haven't gotten a message from him.
You'll get one.
I know.
Hey, chin up, partner.
Oh wait, one came in. It just says, "Do you need help? Do you need help?"
Wait, one came in just now?
Yeah. It says, "Do you need
He's
help?"
watching. There's
Yeah.
no way Kris is not watching.
He's asking me if I'm sick.
Maybe he's that bot who asked if I wanted free followers in the chat earlier.
I saw that. Seemed like a
That's-
good deal.
How fucking successful this channel is getting. We're getting
He looks-
bots, baby.
He looks a lot happier in this message because sometimes he sends pictures of himself, which Clancy I'll screenshot and send, and he looks like he's gotten over whatever he was mad
I
about.
guarantee he doesn't look like that anymore.
There
I
is
guarantee
this
that was a
thing
headshot taken in 2005.
Oh,
and he's a complete
Sending
ghoul now.
I definitely has got like I died 30 years ago and I'm passing vibes for sure. For sure. Did you get it, Clance? It's on your messenger.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's very happy. Anyways,
Yeah, you
that's
asked me
what I've been
earlier
doing.
what could be done to make religion better, and
I think we need to hire someone exactly like Kris.
in comparison to this show, the handshakes are better in your religion
Thank you.
than in my.
I will take it. I believe everything we've done is better, but like, I was thinking about that handshake recently. I was thinking because might want to change it to just like a stomp the yard kind of thing.
I mean,
Like a
what we
stomper
did
team.
is not that far off from Stomp the Yard.
Do you have
I got
props?
really into watching stomp the yard thing.
Are you gonna? Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
There he is.
I
He's
told
happy.
you. Look at that. That's horrifying.
It's really terrifying. That's why I said, "Oh God," when I opened it.
He looks like, you know
Alright.
how Superman had Bizarro? He looks like Carl Sagan's
This
Bizarro.
is Bizarro Kris.
This is Bizarro Carl Sagan.
Bizarro Sagan.
I'm just
Look that, wait.
enthralled.
There's a little head. What is that little head on his desk? There's like a little silver head.
I mean, if
Oh,
you guys want
I
me
missed
to
it.
put these emails up for you where you can really read through all of them, I mean, he does really fucking dog on me in them. He's like, no one loves you, but it's your fault, you know, blah, 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 just like my mom and dad kind of thing. And it's like, all right, calm down, you know? And then he's like, I'm sorry, I get carried away.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Ooh, I like the sock puppet idea. I love it. Yeah, he's like a negative hype man.
Fucking
He must have done his like, you know, opposition research on me and been like, you know what she's used to hearing? Abuse. And then just went hard. He's like, this seems like every person she's ever let in her life. Put it in it. That's how you weasel in with her. Some people need positive reinforcement. others just need to be berated into complacency.
Isn't
Or
that religion? I mean,
I
Chris-
wouldn't know, but if it is, I'm loving it.
I think Chris is ahead of the curve.
I get it now.
Every religious text needs a devil. And
I'd be
I
lying
think
to you
Chris is your
for
devil.
two of those insults. I wasn't like, maybe he does know me. And that's like a real thought I had, which is like, I know they're vague insults, like you never fulfill your potential and you disappoint everyone you love, but I was like, maybe he is like, maybe that talesman really did give him a window,
I wonder how quickly he answers. I wonder if you could respond to him.
You want me to respond to him?
No,
on here?
because I don't want it to attack you more, but maybe like a dummy
Spam
email
email.
address.
It's my I don't care email. I don't even know how it started.
I wonder if you could have a conversation with him while the show is going on and have him answering in real time.
Let me see. I mean, depends what coast he's on.
Well, I don't imagine that this is a guy who sleeps much.
I'm just gonna send him a thing.
I imagine he's watching
"I
his
miss
email
you."
inbox like a hawk.
I'm sending him one that
Waiting
just
for
says,
that notification
Watching
icon
the
to
email
change.
inbox for Lacey's answer for.
I'm sending one that says, "I miss you, frowny face." Find
You're gonna
that
get a
frowny.
knock at the door.
Where's the perfect frowny face for this? Oh, I'm doing the shh face instead. That's funnier. I miss you.
Or give him like the goat emoji. Just
Yeah,
something
I
completely-
like this. I'm
Let
gonna
him,
ask.
let him
you guys,
interpret it as he will.
tell me if anyone would change this.
Wait. K to the Isle has just done some further digging, and
Dig it.
apparently, if you click on his terms of service, it appears that either his office or his manager is in the World Trade Center.
Oh my God,
That's the
those
current-
towers. We all remember those towers, right?
What if
Yeah.
his website just hasn't been updated since like 2000?
What if this
And
is
they
like,
don't mean the current World Trade Center.
this is
Dude.
the ghost that haunts me?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a computer ghost that haunts everybody.
Oh, I
from
forgot.
the
One
World
of the
Trade
emails
Center.
he sent me was unfriended, where he was like,
It was just titled Unfriended.
Yeah.
Isn't that a movie? Maybe he was just talking about
Yeah,
the movie.
about a ghost that
Maybe he's
haunts.
just a big fan.
Dude, a
Did you
ghost
read it?
in the shell.
The subject
ghost
was
in-
unfriended, but then the body was just like
And he
fucking
was like,
great movie.
I'm about to
Solid
unfriend
horror
you.
flick.
You're
It is pretty good.
fucking
Got Moses Storm in
talesman.
it.
I haven't seen it.
I'll send it to
Unfriended?
him.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Can
it's
I
very good.
spoil it?
I mean, you can.
There's a ghost and they all die at the end.
That's
I
not.
think I
the
knew
spoil.
that based on the.
The M.
trailer.
Night Shyamalan twist is why the original girl died, and you're just like,
I think I might have read about it on Wikipedia.
it's because she pooped her pants. And then she pooped her pants and then came back as a bot to murder her friends. And she's like, why did you giggle? And it's like, they're human beings.
And they're still
That's why.
giggling because she's a butt.
Yeah,
They're
it's like,
"Ah!"
talk about a histrionic little lady. You know what I mean? Just all over the place with that.
New information. Apparently, there's also a World Trade Center in Texas.
Oh, you guys want to go ask if Kris is there? Kris works there?
If anybody in the chat is in Dallas, go to the World Trade Center right now and ask if the extraordinary Kris is in.
I want to take a restraining order out on him and be like, I don't know, he's either a ghost or he's in the World Trade Center, that's those towers, or he's in Dallas, or he's inside my parents' head and just like a vessel to which they can communicate.
Do we
You know?
do we think Kris was involved in 9/11 at all?
Did Kris do 9/11?
Do you want me to ask him?
I don't.
Yes.
Oh, wait, should I say I miss you, frowny face? I feel like I'm going to scare him away. if
Oh,
I just
wait,
do-
did
I mean,
you
they were-
not
they
already
were-
send that?
I said I miss you, and I did shh.
There were
face.
Did you
there were
send it
blips
already?
on my radar during
I
those
sent it.
emails, but once you said World Trade Center, I think that
I'll wait to see if he responds to the very coy "I miss you," and then if he does, I'll be like, "You can tell me if you had any involvement in those towers." You know,
Well,
the
we'll
ones.
have our field reporter, some random ginger, checking in at the World Trade Center as soon as the pandemic is over.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it. Has anyone seen this man? It's just his videos, like you're carrying around a tablet. He's just like, "I want to deliver to you the 3 days of light."
is. Are there videos of Kris? I was doing
Uh-huh.
a very quick glance at the internet and I didn't see any.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I did. I did see that he had a YouTube channel.
I
It appeared that he had a YouTube
I'm
channel.
gonna see if I can get on the Twitch thing and just send you guys the ones he's sending me. Can I get on this Twitch chat and send it there? Would that work? I don't understand. I'm 37.
I will send them to me and I'll put them in a tweet.
I want you guys to see what he's
the-
offering me.
By the way, the Board Castle has a Twitter and an Instagram now.
Someone else
Go
said they
follow
got
it.
emails from him on Twitter. I don't know if I'm happy or upset about that. I felt really like I was special because, like, I know people get emails, but does he threaten to like kill himself? And does he curse you? And does he like tell you, whisper sweet nothings and then take it back? And then does he say, "Oh, you're nothing. Wait, it's because you're poor, but that's your fault" to them?
Dear
Also
Bob,
really-
my dear Bobby, did you watch the video I recorded specifically for you? The one I sent to you in my last email? Yeah, it's a sound.
Is it a form letter?
Similar.
He says these things to other people. So I've read other ones where he says like, "Hey, I specifically made this for you. This is what's wrong with your life." And I scoured, but none of them does he get irate with.
Well,
Which-
this Twitter thread that I think Ginger threw up, I'm scrolling down a little bit, and, it says, and then he starts to seem angry.
Yeah.
I've been expecting a positive answer from you, but nothing. Still no
Yep.
response to my
Is
last
it
email.
identical?
It might be. This is starting to sound familiar.
I love this guy.
Tell
That's
you
so
what, though,
funny.
his header is terrific.
Yeah.
It is really
He's-
good. I'm gonna put
you're right,
a
he
lot
is-
of
He's
materials
thirsty.
up on the Twitter.
I don't know who this Bobby guy is, but I feel like him and I need to talk. You know what I mean?
All
Like
right.
we
I
survived.
can't promise I'm not going to make a Board Castle logo in the style of Chris's, the extraordinary
please
Chris's
do.
logo.
Please
I
do.
while we're on the subject of logos and such, we have a new logo and it's available as a T-shirt at our merch store. Go and buy our merch. Live, Laugh, Come T-shirt, Nightmare Gods T-shirt, Extremely Painful for You T-shirt.
As soon as the DMV lets me get my ID, join my OnlyFans. Lacey, LACIDAZ. They denied me, but it should be in a month. Maybe. I'm thinking about doing some shade to get on anyway.
Get on it, folks. Give us your money. This is what religion is about.
Cost of a box
Praise
of
be.
tooth holders.
Pass around the collection dish.
Yeah,
That's what they do
exactly.
in church.
I cannot. Now I'm like, now they tell me I can't get on OnlyFans. I want it more than I've ever wanted it. You know what I mean? Because they were like, before I was like, oh God, the stress. You know, and then I was like, and now I'm like, what do you mean I got denied? What do you mean you can't verify me? I'm real. I'm fucking real. And now I'm like, I need to get on. So I've been like trying to do that. Also, what else I've been doing is I'm so poor. I just started signing up for a bunch of class action lawsuits. Yeah.
I get those sometimes. I never do it.
Yeah, I'm currently taking down Mike and Ike's.
Do you have a Yahoo account? Because I guarantee you there's like 7. They get hacked.
Oh no,
all the
I
time.
was like, send them to my inbox, baby.
I could have a anybody can get a Yahoo account, right?
Still?
Yeah, but like I've had one since like 2003. And
Do you think you're
every, like,
entitled?
every
to
5 months they're like,
compensation?
we're sorry about that hack. And then like another email comes in that's like, we're suing Yahoo for that hack. You want in on it?
Wait. What if we put Lacey's old ID on merch?
I will do it.
Lacey, send me a picture of your old ID,
Okay.
and I will doctor it a little bit so that it's not.
Yeah, do you still have your
I'm
address?
blonde in it. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Can you on the back of that merch just in all caps say, "Do you think you're entitled to compensation"?
I think that I can.
Do you think you're entitled to compensation?
or maybe just directly under the ID.
Now that I think about it, me and someone I love may have been affected by
You said that
mesothelioma.
a little
Now that I
threateningly. Like, what do
It's,
you what do you think you're entitled to compensation?
Oh, apparently the
Think
Yahoo.
you're better than me?
You think?
Oh no!
Which ID?
Do a bunch of paperwork to get $12. Are they only worth like $12 each?
Yeah.
What?
That
No, you
seems
don't
like-
have to do that much paperwork. And by the way, I signed up for one with Jergens, and they just asked me, "Did you ever use Jergens?" And I was like,
You
Never-
goddamn right, I
never
use Jergens.
"Never stopped." And they gave me $4,000. So they're like, "Turns out it doesn't get rid of cellulite." And I was like, "Sure,
Whoops
yeah."
a days.
I mean, I guess that's shocking when you put it that way in my bank account. That was years ago though. But like the Mike, I signed up to take down Mike and Ike because
Good.
that's like They
about
haven't
time
been
somebody
filling their
did.
candy boxes, and that's not even about the money. That's about fucking principle.
Yeah. And that's I was defending them last night because I love Mike and Ike. We were having a short conversation about
Yeah.
it via text, and I said, "You leave those boys alone. They've done nothing wrong."
No, we are.
But now that I think
Wow.
about it,
Mike.
if they're giving me subpar boxes of Mike and Ike's, that's a huge problem for me because I am a fan.
You can't
I
get.
love
You
Mike
can't
and
get
Ike's.
$12. Then I think that's probably what you'll get. Well, ask. Have you bought Mike and Ike's between the year 2011 and now?
You're goddamn right. I
How
have.
many Mike and Ike's you
Absolutely.
think you've bought? And then I'm
How
like,
much? Yeah,
it's all I eat.
dude.
It's all I eat.
How many Mike and Ike's haven't I bought?
I think
Is
they
the real
cap you
question.
out at, like,
How many can fit in a
$2?
shopping cart? I don't know.
Dude, I used to go to the movies a lot because I had a movie pass, and there was a Dollar Tree right next to the movie theater that I went to, and I would buy like 3 boxes of Mike and Ike's per movie that I went to. So that is like
Money in your money they stole from your mouth and
that's like
pocket.
30 boxes of Mike and Ike's per month.
That's
Mhm.
illegal, by the way.
I want to film you saying
Hey.
this, and I want you to be tested. I want
We
you
do
to
crimes
testify
here.
in court. Like, you
Hell
don't
yeah.
understand. I love Mike and Ike's.
I'm gonna
They-
go insider trade.
Okay, we do have to
How do I
get
feel about
to
hot tamales? Oh, I like them. Sorry.
we do have to get to a very important segment. I'm sure, Eric, you know about VeggieTales, correct?
I've never watched it, but I know of it.
Lacey, are you aware of VeggieTales?
What is this? Some like vegan's trip to
No.
Whole Foods?
Let me explain. There is this cartoon where it is vegetables with faces, and they sing you songs about Jesus.
Why?
Because it's an easy way to indoctrinate small children is to put colorful dancing objects in front of them that sing songs. So
I'd be better.
Familiar objects.
That's what
teach
I'm
you about
saying.
Jesus.
So
I'm better at indoctrination.
I took the
You
time
heard it here first.
in the past week to mock up some characters, and by that I mean I had these ideas for characters in a completely separate thing, and I'm using them
We're
for this
thriving.
now. And so I'm gonna share these characters, and
I'm old. For those of you who are like, dear God, Lacey, it's like, do you know how old I am? I'll tell you.
are you ready?
Okay.
Number 1, Trimbo the Slug Fucker.
I like it.
Good old Trimbo.
Trimbo the
Yeah.
Slug Fucker.
Thing about Trimbo, loved fucking slugs.
He's got a big, he's got an Oz vibe going on.
He's got a
buff
what
as hell.
Oz. Like he's like Adabisi in the prison cell. Don't worry about it. That's
Okay.
an old person reference. It's my version of Vegetable Tales.
The arms aren't dicks, tiger
They're
baits.
biceps.
The arms are very muscular.
You can't
He
tell
has
from
big
this
eyes.
from this resolution, but they're very vascular.
And he's got a lot of shit in his ass. That's his character
From
trait.
from,
Can't
from
tell if
fucking
he's
the
hurting
slug.
inside.
He's definitely hurting
'Cause
inside.
it's supposed to be angry, but it's kind of like, I mean, I watched a lot of Lie to Me, and that's about micro expressions, and what I see there is like fear.
he's got big buff arms, and he's a green ghost with big buff arms, and he's definitely hurting a lot
The
inside.
bottom of his ghost sheet is unkempt, to say the
Mm.
least.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's
absolute
been
least.
dragging on the
Classic
floor a
sign
lot.
of depression.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not taking care of himself. Trimbo.
He's angry, but also sad. Okay, number 2,
Betty.
Tim Grimson, the Stimson Bimper.
Oh, tight, dude. Works in an office, definitely front desk.
Well, I mean, he definitely Stimson's bimps. He definitely
I
bimps
feel like
Stimsons.
this is who you have to
Eyelashes are fake.
screw. Like,
Definitely.
You can
I
tell,
feel like
but they're trying.
Fake eyelashes, probably, in fact, color contacts, and heavy lipstick.
yeah.
I remember
makeup
back when it
founders
was
for
just
her,
Tim
him.
Grimson, and then he started.
And then he started
Stimsons.
bimping Stimsons.
Yeah.
Yo, tight bod
And then
though.
they had
Oh,
a-
yeah.
the opening credit sequence.
Tim Grimson runs marathons.
Yo,
And also, he bimps Stimsons.
that bod though.
Stylish is all hell.
Yeah.
He's
If
got
you
the
wanna-
veto
If you want
for
to get right
going.
down to the
I
nitty
don't like the way
sure.
this one's looking at me. Next.
Bitsy Brown Buttons.
Yeah.
She has an Etsy store.
Condescending.
That's her entire personality.
Condescending.
Yeah.
She has an Etsy store, and she teaches you that it's important to get that money.
I feel like she's gonna tell me about her lactose intolerance.
No, she mostly talks about her Etsy store.
Oh, well, I mean, all
mason
right.
jars.
I feel like she has her eyes closed like that whenever she talks to you because she's
Yes,
talking
she
Yeah.
down
definitely
to you.
does.
I feel like she could calm me down with faith healing, even though I know it's not real. But anyone who talks calm and whispers makes me think that they've like magically cured me.
I feel like I'd never say it out loud, but like her enthusiasm just like it really gets to me. Like it annoys me. But like
I feel like
everybody
it's-
else seems to dig her, so it's like, oh, I'll grit my teeth, but no, Bitsy.
Yeah. I
To
feel
answer,
like if she reached out, put her hand on me, and said, "You know, the spirits. I've been talking to them. Everything's okay." No matter what she said, she's like, "I went into your past lives records, and I found the cause of all your pain. It's gonna be okay." I'd believe her just because
I
she
can
looks
detect
like that.
your aura.
Yeah, I'd believe her.
to answer some random Ginger's question, I was picturing it as a side pony. And to answer Katie the Owl's question, pink is her natural hair
I
color.
can't see these questions, so I feel left
Is
out.
is she rocking one of those buzzed heads, but just the ponytail?
Yeah,
I
maybe
dig
it might be an undercut pulled to the side, and it's a side ponytail.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that gives her a couple of extra points.
Got a
Okay.
couple kids named after herbs.
Okay,
Yeah,
Here
I
we
like
go.
Bitsy.
Gooby Gary,
Oh.
I'm in with
Quick.
twirly whirly arms.
I knew Gooby Gary was going to be on here. The second I heard the prompt.
Fucking showboat. Look at that dude. That's an unhinged
Oh yeah,
like
I read a long, like probably a
Prism
too
or
long
whatever he is.
forum post about people arguing if they're legs or if they're dicks. It came out they are definitely legs, but the dick side made some pretty good points.
this is the
I'd
kind of
like to point out that maybe Gooby Gary is a species that has legs that are dicks.
I would like to point out that Gooby Gary looks like he'd climb up in a tree with binoculars and stare at you while you're changing.
You can't see
I don't like the way
other
he's
I
looking.
can neither confirm nor deny that Gooby
That-
Gary owns a pair of
That
binoculars.
gaze is piercing.
You think
But
you think
Some
Gooby-
random ginger thinks Gooby Gary is adorable.
I don't
Wow.
like any
You think so, but
I don't
then you can't see the back. But if you flip it over, that's where Gooby Gary's mouth is, and it's
Oh, this is all so
horrifying,
revolting. Go.
horrific.
And finally, Lil Sammy Scissors.
Little Sammy.
Lil Sammy Scissors.
Not a
I
lot
think-
going on there, is there?
I dropped off of the show before Lil Sammy Scissors made their debut, so I don't have a lot to say. But just based on Sammy Scissors, obviously a relative to the first guy.
Can I ask a question here?
Oh yeah, Lil Sammy Scissors is Trimbo's little bro.
What the fuck does this have to do with vegetables with faces?
Oh, because this is our cartoon for indoctrinating young children into our
Oh!
religion.
Yeah,
These
make
are the
them
characters.
scarier. Make them scary. Make one have like. All right.
Wait, did you not see Trimbo the Slug Fucker?
I know that guy in the tree was.
Take go back.
The slug fucker's the one I found the most endearing. I was like, the rest of them really unnerved me.
Lacey
besides
is
the
a
lady who
Trimbo
could-
stan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
big time Trimbo simp.
Absolutely.
Okay. That concludes my presentation of our version of VeggieTales.
Mm-hmm.
I feel left out that I wasn't in on the creation of this, and I will counter next week with more veggies tales that are less about veggies and longer tales, like in general, both like historically and like physically longer tales.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just gonna go back and
famously-
forth until we have a collection of thousands and thousands of characters
Yes.
for this cartoon that we don't have an animator to make.
Get ready for Sheba Wadsworth, people.
If you know an animator, reach out.
I don't need one.
I am one, but I'm very slow.
How slow are you?
I was given a project in March that I still haven't completed.
It's a busy time out there, you know?
It is. Times are hard.
I'm a little worried when everyone gets a vaccine and then I have no excuse for my lifestyle. I've been really stressing about it.
Well, we've still got a few months.
All right.
No matter what, it's going to be at least till April.
Hey,
I
there's
was
every
really
chance the
enjoying-
vaccine might fail.
Oh yeah. Ooh, maybe the vaccine backfires and everybody gets it
I
even
am
worse.
Not saying that. I just am saying I was like very much enjoying screaming out, "I'm sorry, it's a pandemic," whenever anyone tried to talk to me. And like when I stopped smoking, I started vaping, I would say, "I vape now, Dad." to every person that asked for a cigarette, and I was really getting into. I'm sorry, it's a pandemic.
You should just keep saying, "I'm sorry, it's a pandemic."
All right.
Yeah, why not?
I don't feel like that's gonna stop anybody.
Just say, "I'm
Because-
sorry, it's a pandemic. I can't be around you."
It's one of those perfect jokes that gets funnier the longer you do it. The farther away you get from pandemic, the funnier
Yeah.
it gets.
Any Ace Ventura lines circle back to funny. I'm
Mhm.
like
On a
dead
long
set.
enough timeline.
It's
Lacey's
long
been
enough.
working on that for a long time.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I decided was funny, and it's time to bring it back. But one of them, you know. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll just say both that. Yeah. My dearest, I'm sorry. It's a
Oh, yeah.
pandemic,
Gospel.
and I'm vaping now, Dad. Deal with it.
Anytime Cage of the Owl is addressing you now, he's addressing you as my dearest Lacey.
I love it. I
If you've
love
ever
it.
read scripture, there's a lot of things that are repeated
I have
over and
not.
over again. I think my dearest Lacey should be repeated in your
Oh.
scripture.
I'm like really in. You guys want to
Maybe
write in
that's-
letters like Dear Abby? If anyone wants to write in my dearest Lacey letters where I do an advice column. By the way, speaking of this, Clancy's leaving in December, and I don't know.
Maybe
not.
maybe not.
But if you leave,
It's getting less and less likely with every day.
Keep going, plague. Anyways, if you don't leave, if you do leave, I'll just change it to my dearest Lacey, like my dear Abby, where people have an advice column.
Oh, there you go.
And I, believe it or not, used to have a job
Also,
as a counselor,
you could
which
do.
no one's gonna believe after this.
You could do my dearest Lacey, like on another day.
Yeah, man, I can't do anything. That's why you help me.
Yeah, no, I would produce it for you.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to do a second show?
Oh God, give me something to do. This is the only thing I look forward to all week. Besides
Okay.
letters from
Well,
Kris.
In the near
Emails from
future,
Kris.
Lacey will have a second show that is just her
My dearest Lacey.
being your dearest Lacey.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'm really
Kris.
good.
Thanks
Yeah.
for a whole new show.
Yeah, Kris, I should thank him.
Don't.
I do miss him.
Bad idea. Don't do it.
It'll be fun. I just, I really need stuff to do. I almost applied for a job I qualified for last night. That's how bored I'm getting.
Hell yeah.
It was like, then I remembered I got drunk and gave myself knuckle tats and was like, that's out the window. I gotta get
Did you
these
do
removed.
Work is for nerds anyway.
Dip a needle into the pen ink tattoos.
I'm gonna, oh dude, it's a nightmare. I was gonna get, I thought
No,
I'd
she
be
got-
dead.
They used the tattoo gun.
No.
Right?
No. Oh, no. I was half a bottle of
Wait,
gin
he
down.
has a
stick and
tattoo
poke.
gun though.
Yeah, no.
He just
I know.
didn't bother
I
to
wanted
use the
him
tattoo
I
gun.
wanted him to
You know what
feel
happens
like,
when you assume, Tig?
I wanted to feel like it was like, hey, it's Russia. I'm in a prison. We ground up our boots, peed in it, and we made some ink kind of deal.
Here's a thing. Start sending Chris aggressive emails
Wow.
to join our
idea.
Patreon.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Tell him if
Guys,
he joins our Patreon,
Psychic
you'll get
fire
on
with
board.
capitalism.
I'm 100% in on all of this. I just like all I've been doing all week because he sends like 5 a day and I just wait. Like it's like I'm like a with bated breath kind of girl. You know what I mean?
And real
In a
quick,
bit.
speaking of our Patreon, buy our merch and also join our Patreon. Literally, just if you have $1 extra in your bank account every month and you want to be like, oh hey, those wackos over in Portland sure are doing some stuff.
Do you think you're entitled to compensation?
We do.
We do. We do. That's yeah. That's okay, wait. Are we done with talking about my class action lawsuits and mesothelioma?
I mean, we have finished an entire hour, so
Okay,
I don't
can I give-
want to
All right.
I don't want to talk their ear off too much unless
Okay.
they want us to keep going.
I think I mean I can go forever because I don't have a life and my car broke down. But I understand. What that other people do, and that's fine.
And also, I'm sure Erik needs to get to bed at some point because it is after midnight
It's 12:19 in the.
where he is. He's
Oh.
in Philadelphia.
Oh.
And I'll wait to tell you guys my feelings about binoculars till next week.
That
I
being
have a
said,
lot.
our ultra executive producer has requested that we continue.
We can just say goodbye to Erik, and I can tell
Who
you
the
guys
hell
what
am I? I mean, I'll hang.
I
I'll
got some
hang.
hard stances.
I'll hang, and then if I fall asleep on the stream, you're legally
Okay, yeah,
obligated
You're
That
allowed
sounds
to
good.
leave at any
to
time.
wipe, to star wipe me off.
I want.
Oh no! If you fall asleep on the stream, we're leaving you up.
Can I go through some things that I think need to be part of the religion? I think
Absolutely.
they're really important.
That's what this show is about. In
Okay.
fact,
That's
this
what
is
I've
the
been waiting
first
for.
time during this episode that we're getting to something.
No, I believe it's like, you know what? Maybe now that you put it that way, I believe. Do you think you're entitled to compensation? We do. It should be part of the religion.
Yeah.
Maybe even a commandment.
Mhm.
I don't know. You know.
So wait, the entire commandment would
It's a
be:
question.
do you believe you're entitled to
Do
compensation?
you think you're entitled
We
to
do?
compensation? Question mark. I don't want answers.
Okay.
I mean, we do, but like that should be a commandment. Just think about it.
Make them
Okay.
think.
Make them think.
Maybe that's the title of the book.
I still like to be announced, and it
But-
never comes.
But close your eyes and picture for a second a leather-bound
That
book with like
leather.
in gold
Ooh,
filigree on the front.
ooh,
Do you believe
ooh.
you're entitled to compensation?
Someone believes in me?
Buy that book. You find one of them in every hotel room.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's
oh.
another thing. Dude,
May the compensation be with you.
at very
Exactly.
least,
Summary.
by January, I am going to put together, at very least, a few zines of the
I have
first edition of the book.
so
The
much
first edition of the
raw.
religion.
And
I
so,
am so good.
if people order a bunch of zines and put them in random hotel rooms, that would be just...
Don't make those
It would
without me.
touch my
I
heart.
have dreams.
I mean,
I
that's
have,
what
like,
that's what the Gideons do.
I got mad
would-
zine potential over here, dude.
It would touch my heart, is all I'm saying.
I just wanna put stuff in
May
other
the compensation
places they're not
be with
supposed
you.
to.
And also with you.
Not with you though.
That's
You're a non-believer.
I believe that's a reference to Catholicism.
I know, but
Can
we
you
also
confirm, Eric? Being the
It's
expert?
They say it like 4 times during church. Peace be with you.
and don't fear, but we're all pro fear.
It's
we're
peace
like,
be with
fear
you.
more.
And when I was growing up, it was and also with you. And then they changed it after I had stopped going to church. And so the next
So we
time I
could
went to
say
church,
that and say with you, and then point at someone else and say, but not with
But
you.
not with you.
You're a non-believer.
or you could say peace
Or
be
just-
with you, and everybody else just says yes. Or no, not peace.
No.
Compensation. Compensation be with us.
you.
And then
Real
everybody
quick,
says
though.
yes.
What if we have it be like a thing, like if you are at a gathering, like a church type gathering, we
Woo,
do
woo.
may the compensation
Woo,
be
woo.
with you, and also with you, and then we point at a random different person each service and say, but not with you, and that person is like our surrogate non-believer.
That's who we bully.
It's like
Or they have
ritual.
to empty their pockets.
Oh my god. It's
Just
like a
empty it
pot.
right
Yeah,
there.
our version of a collection plate is just one person has to give us all of their money.
It's
each week.
basically like it has to be walk up to someone who's getting money out of the ATM and you're like, don't say a word. That's like our version of a collection pan.
Yeah,
Just straight up
yeah.
robbery.
Yeah.
And then we say, may the compensation be with you.
And then there should be like
In the future. I mean, not today.
ceremonial
And we
face
believe in
coverings
them.
that you should wear when you approach them, so that they know you're part of the religion and that they
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have to give
they
them.
have to.
Ceremonial balaclavas.
I think the
Yeah.
I think the wardrobe should just be like insanity in the eyes. You know what I mean? I'd give it up for that.
Priests like to
Okay,
use
wait.
props too. They have like crosses and stuff. Maybe you could have like a ceremonial knife.
I'm glad you're bringing up props because here's
Crossbones, baby.
Hmm
Yeah, clank them. Clinkety clank clank.
That yeah.
Ta-da, ta-da.
That instead of a choir, we just have a bunch of people clacking bones together. Oh,
God-
dude!
God
Imagine how
knows I'd
terrifying
try.
that would be in
Yeah,
like an echoey church.
I
Just
will supply the bones and savage them.
you're
Oh,
talking
also,
about
speaking
vengeful
of-
gods, but you're also supposed to fear your gods. So clackling bones would be terrifying.
Is it? 'Cause I did it all last week and I felt like it was a good time.
I was
Speaking of
terrified.
bones, one
Oh,
of the
That was
tiers
so
on our Patreon is Lacey's Bone of the Month Club. If
Mhm.
you give us $25 a month, we will send you one of Lacey's bones
Yep.
every month.
Yep, not my actual bones, but bones I
Well,
scavenged.
yeah, one.
I'm
'cause
guessing there's
Lacey needs to get
bones.
rid of her bones, and
all
also
of
we
Some
really
of some
need-
of Lacey's bones fell out when she was hit by that car,
and they can be yours for $25.
That car knocked Lacey's bones out.
Dude, I literally
Some of
watched
Lacey's bones.
months picking up dead animals. Now, it was just the bones, except for that one part, mostly bones. You know, whatever. Anyways, I got bones. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Speaking of like props, I've been like thinking about like, you know, what I always think about, like what will happen if I die? Like, how will people celebrate me? Yada yada yada. And I was always like on the stream of like there should be piñatas, but no candy in them, and that was like my main thing.
Bones,
But I've changed my mind.
bones instead of candy.
I want this just to be something for anytime anyone sees a piñata. I want them to walk up to it with a lighter and just light it on fire.
And it's called Laceying.
I just think it's really funny. Instead of hitting a piñata to ruin everything by being the asshole that just lights it on fire.
I went to a kid's birthday party and I Laceyed the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got the piñata, huh?
I
just
will.
think it's funnier to do that than it is to like. It's just taking the joy away from everyone. It's hilarious.
If you join the Bone of the Month Club and you want me to, instead of sending you the bone, bury it in a random park in beautiful Portland, Oregon, I will also do that.
Fair.
I want to too.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Lacey will bury it, and it'll be very ritualistic and important.
Yeah,
And it'll grow a bone tree.
White sage. I'll get my white sage and I'll say good medicine. Good
And
medicine.
then in 30 years, we will all pick bones from,
We will all
from
get
the harvest of your
mesothelioma.
bone tree.
Oh wait, bones.
Bone tree just sounds like a really cool way to talk about your boner.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, again,
Come and harvest from the bone tree.
Or a human could just be a bone tree.
That's true. Ooh, that's spooky.
Right.
Harvesting the bone tree is like butchering a person.
There you go.
Yeah, I am like that. I feel like I'm left out on all the fun parts. It's not fair. I want to draw and like little veggie animals too. You know what I mean? I mean, here's what I've been doing all week: lying in bed, being like, "Oh, when's Kris gonna send me another email?" And I don't know what to do with my life. And that's it. I would have loved to have gotten the hot tip that I could have been drawing little gargoyles. Well, it's fine. I'll draw my own gargoyles. I'll
I'm
inspire
sorry.
myself. I'll inspire
I'm sorry
myself.
that I thought of a fun bit
No,
that I wanted to
I
do.
like it. You're just now trying to bury the bones, and I'm just like, what's left?
Well, that was a reference
What's-
to
What's
previously.
left for old Lacey?
Yeah, kind of.
Previously, I had an option on the Patreon that I would bury a handwritten note or send it to you. But then I realized that mailing stuff is really hard. So if I'm going to be mailing stuff, it's going to be a real high tier.
I feel like
you-
the viewers are seeing my point of view very clearly, where it's like,
I'm still not sure where to buy stamps.
I have stamps. in
Yeah,
probably
You
in
can
my
get them at the
box.
supermarket.
Literally, I have only gotten stamps from you and my mother in my entire life.
Back when my family still let me talk to them, I would take them from their house. But they're forever stamps. So
The
I think
supermarket,
they're
yeah.
enough.
You
You
can
know, I
get
got
forever.
stamps.
You can get forever stamps at the supermarket. You just ask them for
Can
it.
you? I didn't know. I just took them from my
They
mom.
got them.
Yeah.
They got that good.
Yeah. Yeah. Find your own stamps, Clance. Find your own stamps. These are my mom's stamps who won't talk to me anymore.
Are stamps
I'm
something
sorry, it's
your
all
religion would be interested in?
hyper focusing on this. It's not. Can I talk about something my parents said to me that I believe to be one of the
You
wisest?
could talk about anything you want as long as it's not super racist.
It's dear God.
Nope, never mind.
I look like I'm about to pop
These
off
are
right
no,
now.
I'm just saying these are the only boundaries that I
By the
set
way,
on this channel. We could talk about whatever we want as long as it's not super
I
racist.
feel like
Reasonable.
you think it's racist every time I mention I'm Native American, so I'm
I
not
mean-
gonna stop doing it.
It's on the border
I'm half.
sometimes.
Not really. I feel like you can't say that. I feel like a white person can't tell a Native person who's half what's on the border.
All right.
I'm just fucking.
Also, I'm pretty sure more like a quarter.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. My dad looks white, but he's not.
Okay.
Comes from every grandparent but one.
See, that's how confused I was. I thought it was the other side because I've met your dad, and I was like, oh yeah, it must be.
It's my mom too.
I've
It's both parents, and only one white grandparent. I just take after the white one. Grandparent.
This is me beautiful minding my way through what you just
Yes.
said.
Yes.
Are you a grandpair? You call your grandpa grandpair?
I call them dead now.
Oh,
Sean, too soon.
they keep stamps behind the register.
Why
I'm
would
not-
they keep them out, man?
I'm not gonna ask for this. I
I'll
hate
ask
it.
for-
Oh, you gotta ask. You can't do self checkout.
I'll take it.
Just put them on a shelf.
Back to the one thing
The
I
thing that
wanted
your
to be
parents said.
It was a clear rule because I grew up in the mountains and there were no neighbors and I liked to spy. It was a fun game. And then when they were 17, they moved to the city and I had like all these like night binoculars and like telescopes and shit and like a 17 and a half. And they were like, hey, you got to put those away. If you have binoculars in the city and you're over 18, it's a sex crime. And I would like to think, yeah, hard rule there.
Oh, and also you were
If you're
saying
bird watching, go somewhere else.
you have similar thoughts about flutes earlier.
I have so many thoughts about flutes. Or I have a lot of like, if you're over 18, here's what you can and can't do thoughts.
Okay, list them. No
Flutes,
binoculars.
Right.
No
I think
telescopes.
I think
Over
it's
18
audacious
binoculars,
to be playing
sex
flutes
crime.
after you're 18. You should not be allowed to play an instrument that brings a woodland creature magic powers after 18. And if that instrument has brought you powers, that can carry you.
What if you are Lizzo?
Yeah.
Lizzo plays the flute.
I don't know what kind of powers that bitch has or does not have.
She's
She
got
has
some
powers.
She's
That-
got 'em.
It's fine.
Lizzo is powerful.
Then that's fine. But if you are just a twerp that's prancing around like a centaur in like a Walmart parking lot, no flute after 18,
This
no
seems like
binoculars in the city.
A reference to a very specific person
Yeah.
rather than a
No,
a generalization.
It seems like somebody annoyed you with a flute.
that's what this is about. It's literally about that time I ate mushrooms in Laos, and like,
And there was a dude with a
No,
flute
there
prancing around in the parking
definitely
lot.
was not.
Oh, but you thought there was.
I thought there was a dude prancing around playing what I called centaur music, which was flute music, and I was like, how audacious for a man of his age to be playing the flute. And that was
also-
2000 and
Is
Five?
Jethro Tull a centaur?
Bates just pointed out Jethro Tull.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jethro Tull is powerful enough.
Oh no. Jethro Tull's powerful enough. It's just like if
Dude,
you're gonna play the
fucking
flute, you
Aqualung,
better
man.
be like a fucking flautist of the nth degree. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta-
Uber flautist.
yeah, an uber bench flautist. You know, you have to be like a god or a magical woodland creature.
You have to be
play the
Jethro
flute.
Tull or Lizzo, and that's it.
I mean,
Those are
there's
the,
probably others, but like if you are gonna play the flute,
So
you
what you're
better
saying-
prove it
Okay, so if you're playing the flute, you have to be very good at playing the flute.
so good that it's almost magic,
Okay,
or maybe is magic.
and
After
let's
18,
in
before
fact-
that it's fine.
let's go with any loud instrument. If you are going to be playing it in public, you better be
Also,
friggin' good at
Get
it.
off my
'cause
yard, kid.
Otherwise, you're going to hurt my gosh darn ears.
Get off my yard.
There
kid.
there is somebody in this neighborhood.
I'm not gonna name names.
I do not know who it is.
would you name the
during
name
the
if you
summer,
did know who it was?
they bought a trumpet, and they do not know how to play a trumpet,
I'm moving
and they
into your
would,
neighborhood. This is gonna be
and
bad.
they would.
I would.
I don't know where they were. I don't know where it was coming from, but it was very loud and very bad.
Exactly like what happened when I accidentally ate mushrooms in Laos. I know what you're saying right now. It's very loud and very bad, and I don't know who they are or where they were. I
don't know where it was coming from.
what
I just
thought
know I
was
wanted it to
centaur
stop.
flute
So you
music,
think
and I
Tig
was like,
imagined it?
cool for that, you know? But it was actually just techno, which kind of sounds like robots throwing up if you're also on mushrooms. Not a huge fan of hallucinogenics. I am teetering, if you cannot tell, as is. I am man on the wire with sanity, and I don't need the gust of
Like
wind.
that one dude that Joseph Gordon-Levitt played, who walked across those towers.
Those towers.
Batman?
Those towers. You know the
You're
one.
talking about Batman or Robin?
Robin, actually.
I don't know. I'm really focused on
You should
those
use your real
towers.
name more often. And that's going to be the only Dark Knight reference in this episode.
You really skipped over binoculars or sex crimes.
Yeah, because I feel like that kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, we all concurred. That was an easy.
That doesn't, unless you are at
I
a
love them.
sports stadium.
I have a telescope, and
I love them.
Whenever things are looking good out in the backyard, and I bring it out, I feel like such a creeper. I'm like, all it takes is one person looking out the window
You know
and
what?
seeing the telescope to tell the whole neighborhood, like.
For sure, exactly. You feel creepy. I didn't feel creepy. I was sitting on the roof of my parents' house, just peering in windows. Did not think it was sexual, but I'd never had neighbors growing up, so I was fascinated.
Oh, like in
Yeah.
Disturbia?
Yeah, it was a lot like
Or
that, but
The
they were like,
Burbs?
But
"You're
just
a sexual
or Rear
criminal,
Window.
get down."
not
And I
enough
was
Burbs references in the world.
Are Disturbia, The Burbs, and Rear Window the same movie?
yeah, but one has Shia,
And one has good old fashioned
another guy.
thanks.
Tom
That's-
Hanks,
Or
Timothy
one has
Hanks.
Shia.
Bruce Dern, Carrie Fisher, Corey Feldman. That cast is stacked.
You guys know Lil Wayne is the same age I am.
3 solid movies with the same premise. What?
Yeah, imagine what
I
I
assumed
could have
he was, like,
done
70.
with a little focus. Chris's emails are getting to me. Like, I'm like,
That's what he
right.
wants, Lacey. You
I
can't give in.
squandered my
Wait.
purpose.
Okay,
Yeah.
real quick in the chat, K to the Isle, what college did you go to that you had to learn the tin whistle to graduate?
I would like to guess. No.
Graduation hinged on a duet of Danny Boy. It sounds like you went to college
Seems
in
like a dream.
Ireland 80 years ago.
Ireland, circa 1926.
Oh, I
In
would love
Ireland
it.
before the revolution.
Dude, if you can do an obscure thing like that and do it well, I'm gonna say you get a pass. You just have to be good at it. You know what I mean? Like, if you can come out and river dance in front of me right now to the point that I'm not like, that's tap dance.
Oh, dude, Lord of the Dance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stomp.
for a while,
Michael
Stomp the
Flatley.
yard.
I'm convinced this is the reason I didn't get a bunch of comedy festivals. For a while, I was
Yeah.
sending comedy festivals my bio, the first paragraph from the Wikipedia page of Lord of the Dance, because I
That's
thought
really
it was
funny,
funny.
That is very funny.
But I'm pretty sure people are like, this guy's not serious. Get him out of here.
They're fucking lost.
No, that absolutely was the reason. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They were not good comedy festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have
mean-
you. Right, buddy?
I try not to talk about that life. Were you in that one that they asked me to be on? And I was like, I'm tired. And then it
I
was
totally
crazy?
was.
That's funny.
I totally
That's
was.
funny.
It was wild. But that's a story for another time.
Yeah, all right. Just double checking. I forgot about that one. Hey,
Are we
they
still
always
talking
pay me
about
well, and they
Things you
got me
can't do
commercial.
after you turn 18.
You have to get like,
Yeah, no comedy festivals after 18.
oh God, no. I don't want to like force a child into that. You know what I mean? Ugh. One of the worst shows or best shows I ever did was when a dad saw his son laughing at like a Chris Rock thing. And so it was like this huge like Hispanic family. So he hired, instead of a clown for his 10-year-old son's birthday, 3 comedians. And it was kids 10 and under. And 2 of them, I don't
3 of the least kid-friendly comedians.
I
around.
killed. I just made them all tell me their secret, and then I said, I know your secrets. What are you gonna do? That was my whole set, where I was like whispering in my ear, and I was like, did that one say that or did that one say that? But the other 2 were like, do you guys know the word like ostentatious? You know, and they were just no.
Do you know what the word
awareness.
flayed means?
Oh, it was awful. And they'd say a bad word, and they'd like, I used to teach, so I was like, I got this, but also this is highly inappropriate. No kid should be like, hey, maybe his dad was just like, hey, this kid might want to be a comic when he grows up. Let's make sure we stop that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
This is what you have to look forward to.
This is what this is, kid.
This
It's
is where
sad.
this is where it starts.
Like that scene in
exactly. I'm
Studio
like a
60.
PSA, you know what I mean?
Or that whole
No one
episode
ever
of
said I
Studio
want to
60.
be a comedian when I grow up. I definitely didn't. That was my bottom. I mean, I liked it.
I still want to be a comedian when I grow up.
Oh, it's so easy. You just
I wanna be a
go up
comedian
there and
someday.
You just say like,
No, we are. Hey, right now, this is us being comedians. We're doing
Hell
it, guys.
yeah.
yeah.
This is us winning.
I mean, nothing's changed from here and my ramblings when it was just me on there.
100%. There are more people watching and paying attention now than at any open mic that I have ever been to.
You
So
didn't go to my open mic enough.
There you go.
they were not paying attention to me.
No, no, they would not pay attention.
Okay.
I'm always the opener, so they were definitely ordering food and drinks while I was on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Always
that's
the
a
opener,
really
never
rough-
the bride.
Rough spot, man. Opening at a club is hard. Hard. People don't get. And then a club I worked at had these like comment cards, and they were like, "Hey, rate the opener,
Oh my God.
the middle, and then like the headline." And the opener's obviously like a newer. Like I had done it. Like I started working there when I was 2 years into comedy, which is too early to be opening at a club where there's like 300 people in the audience. So
Yeah.
cut me a little fucking break. And then they had comment cards, and they would rate you 1 to 5, and then they'd write something about you. And this is for no reason did they have these. And it would just, and one just kept saying,
Doesn't-
"Put on pants." That's what one said repeatedly. And then another one just said, "Well, she tried, I guess."
Are you sure the
And I will
pants thing
never
was about
forget
you?
those 2 comment cards ever.
The pants thing might not have been about you. Did you watch all the comments?
Oh, it was
Were they all
100%
wearing
me.
pants?
Say that to me all the time. And honestly, it was a summer, and I wear things that might not.
She
it might
wears
look
barely
like,
pants.
it's hard to say. What's pants? You know, that's a question you got to ask
That's
yourself.
I mean, they're technically pants. They go beyond where your underwear end.
Sometimes not really.
Some of them do.
I mean, it's just a common theme in my life is people tell me to put on pants. You know, it's like,
It's your brand.
I mean, I got used to it. That one's not that bad. It's just, well, she tried, I guess. That was 2 years ago. I still think about that.
All right. This is getting
Okay.
further and further away from
Mhm.
talking about the religion, even tangentially. So I feel like probably a good place to wrap it up.
Wrap it.
Yeah, I want to read the comments.
Follow us all on social medias. Erik Germ, hugefriggin'arms.com.
Yeah, that works.
And
where
you
all the
can
things
find
are.
all of
Name.
his nonsense from there. And
One day, you may find me on OnlyFans. One day. Until then, I
And
mostly
speaking of-
avoid social media because I have severe anxiety, and you can find me here. That's it. If anyone does add me on things and I haven't added them back, it's because I'm afraid of social media. But just you guys should add me on
You sh-
things.
as well
Sometimes
you
I have
should
a good
be.
day. Sometimes I have a good day.
And this is the part where everybody in the chat should start saying word.
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 We lost.
Word.
No, we got him. We got him, baby. Word.
Tell me
Word.
when to say
Word.
psych.
Are you ready?
Another
Am I
word.
you're gonna tell me, dude? I'm
Are you
not
ready?
looking at the screen. I want to be like, I want it
you-
to be natural.
But are you ready though?
I'm ready.
No, but are you ready?
Word.
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 Psych.